What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? It's your boy Enlightened Luciferian Prince coming at y'all once again. Welcome, y'all, in the advent of the news that I have basically been posting on my community about, particularly the things that's going on with the Internal Revenue Service and the, I don't know, it was once called the IRS, now they turn it into the ERS, which is External Revenue Service. However, that's going to take time. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take a little bit of, adjustment, but still maintain your business with the IRS accordingly. Get your recoupments, deal with your business just like that. Continue business until further notice. This is just me warning all my community of my subscribers and viewers in regards to that situation. Now, if you're watching this video around children, please remove them from your immediate vicinity, as my videos are not for children. The sole purpose of my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. This also does not constitute legal advice. If you are in any type of situation that involves any legal expertise, please consult a lawyer, hire them, for I am not a lawyer. Okay? I am just a man who likes to read. Just that simple. I read and I interpret the law as the law says, not as how I wish to construe it in any sense of the matter. Now, I wanted to touch on this because I think I have to go a little bit in depth about this particular instance. And I know for a fact that for the most part, a lot of people do not understand what it comes down to a loan. In any instance, whether it's home loan, auto loan, whatever the case may be. And stop playing, man. Dang, yo. My wife is bothering me while I'm recording. So in regards to that, when you look at the loan itself, let me break it down to you 100%. And I'm going to say this as bluntly as I can, now that the children should be out the way. You were never loaned shit. It didn't loan you anything. I don't care what anyone says, and I know that it's going to be people who are on the opposite end of the spectrum, who are realtors and real estate or lawyers and everybody else that has their hand in that particular fraudulent activity. I'm going to be the one to clarify this on my video so it's not misconstrued. So that way, from this day forward, if any comments come forward, irrespective of what people have to say in the comment section, I am coming to you with all requisite law, not opinions. So, in the wholehearted sense of me being educative and informative on my channel, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck what you think. If you defend any action upon fraudulent misconveyance of anyone's personal property, fuck you. Sincerely, Lord Enlightened Luciferian Prince 7.7. Now, what you have to do in any instance when you want to contest something such as a foreclosure or even the loan itself, if you haven't made it to a foreclosure, I suggest you do this as soon as possible. The reason why I'm saying do this as soon as possible for people who have taken out a loan of sorts is because what you're doing is that you're basically making it known that it's become material to your interest to consider the fact that this loan is invalid. It's fraudulent. You never received a loan. Your signature, according to UCC 3-419, when it says accommodation party, what that UCC code means is that you loaned your signature to this entity. You didn't take out a loan. You loaned your signature. You gave the security interest in your signature to that entity for them to become a drawer. Because when you loan your signature to anybody or any entity, they can take your signature and put it on any piece of paperwork however the fuck they wish without your consent, because you already gave it, which is implied and expressed because you put it on the paper. But now that we understand that we've been duped, and we have all fell victim to this at one time or another, whether it's for a credit card, whether it's for an auto loan, whether it's for a mortgage, all the same shit. Student loan, same thing. They all are a part of the same damn scheme. And I'm going to be the one to say this wholeheartedly. They're full of shit. And this is why. you must deny, you, the person who signed, who didn't know, or who knows now, that you did not receive anything. You never received anything. And in any contract, as I said it in a previous video before, you have the right to rescind, which means you have the right to say, hey, you know what? I know that this is some fraudulent shit, but I'm going to be the one to say it, and I'm going to put it on your records. Okay? But let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's cook. Now, whenever you understand the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, this is codified at 15 United States Code 1692, which stipulates that a debt collector must, if requested, notice what it says, if requested. 90% of people don't request. See what I'm saying? Not at all. They just think that it's the normal course of business and this is just the way it goes. Make my monthly payment, and people leave me alone, and it is what it is, and I'm just doing the right thing. No, you're fucking yourself over because you already paid for something. Why are you paying doubly for something you already paid for? Okay? When we look at House Joint Resolution 192, passed June 5th, 1933, read it explicitly for what it says, not for what somebody on social media says. Look at what it says in law. So when everybody talks about the particular instance of, what the fuck is that? Oh, it was some popping noise. I'm sorry. But at the same token, it's like, think about for what it says. Hold on. Hey, what is that? What? It's like a popping noise. What is that? What is that? You hear that? Somebody lighting fireworks?
I don't know. That's not my
in the snow? Pardon me, y'all. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a technical difficulty or something.
Oh,
but
yeah, they're doing fireworks.
They doing fireworks in the snow. Pardon me for the interruption. But anywho, back to what I was saying. So basically it says, if requested, provide a verification of the alleged debt, which is what I always talk about on my channel, debt validation, right? I always tell people about validation of a debt, and I don't give a fuck what they say in regards to them saying that they don't have to validate it. If they don't, according to this code section, 15 United States Code 1692, they are an immediate violation, period. Every individual who says that they are an alleged creditor to a debt, they are the individual solely responsible for this validation. However, I told you in a previous video before about creditor disclosure, they will never validate it because the truth is they can't. You see what I'm saying? They cannot validate it. The only way they can validate a debt is by your acquiescence of basically saying that I owe you. I have to pay my mortgage. I have to pay my bills. I have to. This is the backwards thinking of a lot of people in this commercial society. They swear that they're doing the most. I own my home. No, the fuck you don't. If you go ahead and look at that mortgage contract, you are a tenant. You are no different than a renter. It's just that the exclusivity of the foreclosure process is not about the same as the eviction process, as opposed to it being between you and the actual owner of the house. You see what I'm saying? You're the alleged owner, but underneath the guise of a tenant. So you're just a fancy ass renter. I'm just being honest with you. So you don't own shit unless you actually have the deed. But you don't. Because you know why? These individuals do fraudulent shit behind your back, and they take that contract and they monetize it. And what do? They give it to Washington, D.C., also known as HUD, which sells it on the foreign market internationally. But you don't know this shit because you weren't never supposed to. But now we cracking the motherfucking seal. So anyway, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act states the debt collector is mandated to cease all collection activity when verification is requested. Verification or validation is defined as confirmation or correctness of truth or authenticity by affidavit, oath, or deposition. Either or. But we're going to say deposition for sake of law. An intent of this agreement is that the original party that funded the alleged loan for the bookkeeping entries is to be repaid the value thereof. In other words, the bank must provide a proof of claim. They must provide that they literally gave you something by affidavit or authenticity, or by oath or deposition. So you have 4 things that you require of these individuals who say you owe them. Because notice whenever a mortgage company calls you, they say, this is a debt collector. So they let you know off the muscle. When they call you, that's their job, is to collect the debt. Your job as the individual who is the person who is considered the debtor or the borrower, so to speak, although those positions were totally switched over during the actual functionality of the contract that you signed when you loaned your signature per UCC 3419, you basically said, hey, I'm the borrower, but you fucked up. But I'm going to show you how you can clear up your fuck up because it's never too late. Right? Now, if they don't rebut these statements, it stands as truth in commerce, which means that from the moment you send it to them by a certified mail, okay, by a certified mail, that means that from that day forward, they're supposed to stop everything. They're not supposed to report you to a credit bureau. They're not supposed to go ahead and just go ahead and allege and sell your alleged debt to a third party who you have no contract with whatsoever, or what they call reassignment, which is bullshit, which is basically selling your debt to another company to basically cover their asses. But there's a way to get them back. But again, let's not put the cart before the horse. Now, what you have to understand, it says that the alleged borrower may repay the alleged loan with the same species of money as may be on the loan per GAAP, also known as GAAP, ending in all interest and liens. So in other words, what you're saying is, if you don't rebut any claim in regards to this documentation that I'm sending you within 3 working days, you know what I'm saying, 3 working days of this notice, you basically are going in good faith saying, I'm trying to validate whether or not I really owe you or not. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to validate, according to this United States Code 1692, according to Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, do I really owe you bitches? In the truth be it of matter, no, you don't. You only owe them based upon the pretense that they put a falsified promissory note in the contract, otherwise switching the position from you actually being the lender to the borrower. That's what they did. You see what I'm saying? If the promissory note is never involved in any contract whatsoever, you get it free and clear. But now that you understand the hidden remedy and the hidden remedy that they otherwise will keep from you, you otherwise know that the puzzle pieces that put together those contracts are only held together by the glue of fraud, which is a falsified promissory note. So they're putting themselves in a position to say that now we're giving you something because they're going to monetize your signature. So basically, they already received on the back end what they're going to basically make up for what they consider a loss. It's nothing more than just a liability on the books, people. Let's keep it real. Now, in regards to this, you must have this signed by them by oath, affirmation, deposition, or affidavit. If it doesn't come in that formal fashion, or they send you some bullshit letter, you send it back to them with the same documentation to say, this is not what I asked for. I'm asking you particularly for validation of the debt. I'm specifying. Because now, see, what you're going to do is you're going to get the IRS involved, and you're also going to get the FTC involved with this shit too. You see what I'm saying? Because if you have a realtor, that's who your ass need to go after. Whoever closed the deal, whatever realtor closed that deal is responsible. And not to mention, it is a felony to use somebody's social security number without filling out a SSA 89 form authorizing the Social Security Administration to give you my information. So you can lock those people the fuck up. If they think that they're exempt from it, just file criminal charges and claim identity theft. You think I'm bullshitting? You better do it, because if you don't, they're going to come after you and have your ass in court looking stupid. But don't take my word for it. I'm just a guy with tattoos on his face. Don't know no better. Pursuant to 15 United States Code 1611, criminal liability for willful and knowing violation, which is now this form, this documentation, which I have constructed myself, basically says, hey, I'm letting you bitches know I know what's up. And I'm letting you know that 15 United States Code 1611, 1, criminal liability for willful and knowing violation. I'm letting you know willfully. I'm letting you know that it's willfully that you're actually committing fraud. But you don't want to listen to me. So let's just listen to the law. Whoever willfully and knowingly gives false or inaccurate information or fails to provide information which he is required to disclose under the provisions of this subchapter, 15 United States Code 1692, or any regulation issued hereunder, shall be fined not more than $5,000 or imprisoned not more than 1 year or both. So what do we say, people? In commerce, truth is sovereign. Number 2, for a matter to be resolved, it must be expressed. And 3, silence equates to an agreement. So You certify it, you notarize it, and you send it in to them. Then you send attention to all responses must be sent to the notary, not to you. Now, certifying notary is an independent contractor, not part of this claim. In fact, the certifying notary is a federal witness pursuant to Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 73, Section 1512, tampering with the witness, victim, or as an informant. The certifying notary also performs the functions of a quasi-postal inspector. Under the Homeland Security Act, by being compelled to report any violation, United States Postal Regulations is officer of the Executive Department. Intimidating a notary public under color of law is a violation of Title 18 United States Code, subsection 242, titled Deprivation of Rights under Color of Law, which primarily governs policy, misconduct, investigations. The statute makes it a crime for any person acting under the color of law to willfully deprive any individual residing in the United States and or under the United States of America those rights protected by the Constitution or the laws of the United States. Now, you learned that in less than 17 minutes. So I tell you people, the people that's out there in YouTube land, the ones that have been the faithful subscribers and the people who basically have adhered to a lot of stuff that I've been saying over the years, there is remedy. And I know a lot of people may feel sometimes as if, there's no remedy. There's nothing we can do about it. Tough titty said the kitty. No. You have remedy in law. And what you have to do is you have to deny the loan. You must do that. If you need help with doing that, consult with me, email me. You already have my email address. If you watch my videos, it's all throughout my videos. Whether you want to contact me via Proton Mail or you want to contact me via Gmail, whatever works for you. And in conclusion to that, I also want to say that, you must also provide your own affidavit of truth, which I constructed myself, which is over here. You construct your own affidavit of truth, you know what I'm saying? And you send these packages off to these people. You send this off to these people because this is your proofs of claim, people. This is your proofs of claim. If you don't have no proofs of claim, your word don't mean shit. And irrespective of the phone conversations when they say that these calls are recorded, please do note for future reference. When they are recorded, you only need to describe where is my response to the correspondence sent on such and such date. And refer to it by a certified mailing number. Don't talk about anything else. Don't talk about the amount. Don't talk about payment. Don't talk about shit. Whatever they send you, because again, it says all collection efforts must cease. Also, if you're in foreclosure, they cannot proceed with foreclosure. I don't care what is being said. If you have this evidence and they proceed, they are in dishonor. That is just that simple. It works in your favor. They are in dishonor. They are in dishonor, which means that they can't proceed because they fail to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, which means that no judge in his right mind or her right mind is going to entertain this because you have proof that they didn't validate something that they're saying they did, but they didn't do it. So all I'm showing you is that they're acting in bad faith if they do not acknowledge your declarations by law, not by conjecture, not by feeling, by law. And you have the right to rescind your signature on that contract. Because if you send them a notarized affidavit that also details, your intention to rescind, you have the right to do so. That is your absolute right to rescind any contract that you didn't knowingly, willingly enter into. Because in regards to rescission, all contracts can be altered, amended, or totally abolished. Don't ever let anyone make you feel like you're stuck in a contract. That is bullshit, but it's only believable to the people who don't know about the law that applies to it. So when you say, quote, they never informed you of your full disclosure of your right to rescind, transparency regarding the process of the consumer credit application, which is also the financial asset that they use, right? Which is according to Title 12, Code of Federal Regulations 360.6, Section 2. And it's also as self-liquidating paper, which is 17 of Code of Federal Regulations 260.11b, Section 6. So, all the requisite law that I'm saying in regards to this video should well inform you about your next step in regards to not getting financially fucked over. And it also reflects positively on your credit score, because guess what? If you send this to them and they did report it to that credit agency, you file a claim with the CFBP. And what do? You submit these documentations. You upload them in your claim. Once you upload them in your claim and you sort to have this resolved, then they turn it over to the FTC. Once they turn it over to the FTC, then now you file with the IRS. You file an affidavit of identity theft, and you make the same statements therefore. And guess what? It clears you of all liability, and they don't have to deal with you anymore. They got to deal with them. You're welcome. So with that being said, people, you don't have to take what I say into consideration at all. As a person, as a man who is free, who is totally financially unencumbered, and when I deal with issues that come up like this, I totally smash them. You don't have to take my word for it. But I tell you what, I don't owe a bitch nothing. Period. Not at all. And I could sit here and stand here and say this, and I've been saying this for years. Whenever it comes up to a problem, whenever a problem looks like a nail, I'm the motherfucking hammer. End of discussion. So a lot of people come up here talking about, different remedies and stuff like this. I'm showing you that you don't even need their proof. Go do it your damn self. Don't wait on somebody else to show you that it works. Do it for yourself. If you're in this situation, if you're in a situation of the like, handle this shit yourself. You can do it. You just have to be willing to get out of that fucking fear factor and stop being so goddamn afraid. Fuck you afraid for? You know what I'm saying? I would be more afraid of losing than anything, than trying. You know what I'm saying? You have to get out of that whole idea of, I'm afraid they're going to do. Who gives a fuck what they're going to do? What are you going to do? That's the thing that I want people to understand when it comes down to exercising what you call your rights. You have them. You need to put them to work. But if you don't, then nobody else is going to fight for you. Because in this commercial world, all they're doing is designed to take shit away from you at every inch of the game. So if you wish to not do nothing and sit on your hands, so be. Let them take advantage of you and act like anything I say in this video don't even fucking matter. But if you dead ass serious, understand when I say serious inquiries only, because I only take things serious as people take them. You better understand, strap the fuck up and get your shit back. Or else, just keep getting robbed. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand that in this society, I don't care about how much money they say somebody has. That's just digital increments. Anybody could be a fucking billionaire. Anybody could be a millionaire. Anybody can. But you just have to be the different person to actually put yourself in that position and stop thinking like a goddamn servant. See, everybody talks about sovereignty, but everybody's acting like a fucking servant at the same time. I don't understand. Because when you understand that your God-given ability for you to be who you are in this commercial world, you're superior than the commercial system. But just because the commercial system has conditioned you into believing the land of make-believe, that you owe everybody, you gotta work, and you gotta pay these bills, and you gotta slave, you gotta work till you die, you're out of your fucking mind. That's somebody else playing amongst your intelligence. And if you allow somebody to do that, then I'm gonna be honest with you, you deserve everything that comes to you. Simple as that. Y'all think that this shit is light. And I'm gonna be the one to tell you, many are called, few are chosen. So it ain't for everybody. That's one of the reasons why, as of the turn of this year, I didn't care about having less than 15,000 subs. Because to be honest with you, the majority of the population, if I had over 500,000 subs, still wouldn't fucking get it. Still wouldn't get it. Because of the social complacency of today. That's what it is. People don't want to do hardcore research. People don't want to assert themselves no more. Hell, you got people relying on AI to trade stocks. What kind of shit is that? Oh, it's easy. So something else is thinking for you. Congratulations. You don't have a fucking brain then. Long story short, on the same subject, exercise your consumer rights. If you don't, you're going to keep getting raped, pillaged, and plundered. In the discussion. If that's your desire, as they say, you can't rape the willing. Quote, so anybody wants to contact me within regards to this process and procedure, as I've just so outlined in my video, a mix of distractions, irrespective, hey, comes with the territory, please contact me via email. Leave a number which I can contact you with, and we can get down to the heart of the matter. I don't bullshit. I'm a legit person. I just come straight up with it. It is what it is. That's it. No gimmicks, no nothing. No games. So, with that being said, stay tuned for the next upload because I'll be uploading all day because we are snowed in. Okay? We are snowed in. So, I have nothing but time on my hands to do exactly what I'm doing, which is to inform my crowd and to keep doing what I'm doing in my personal life. Okay? Stay tuned. Caveat. I have not started my podcast because I am still waiting on headphones. Okay? For some odd reason, I tried my mixer and I tried it without the headphones and it sounds horrible. Sounds horrible. You know what I'm saying? And the last set of headphones I had were very incompatible because there was like gaming headphones. So I actually waiting on some Philips studio headphones. Bear with me. I ain't going nowhere no time soon. It is what it is. But just enjoy the content on YouTube for the time being. And other things and other products is in the mix. Stay tuned. I'll see y'all soon on the other side. Email me. Serious inquiries only. And make sure, if this is your first time viewing this channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notifications because it's been coming to my attention, again, that a lot of people are not being able to access YouTube. That I have no control over that. But they're not being able to access it through the notifications. Sometimes you have to try. Sometimes try from a different device. Just keep trying. Doesn't matter. That way, every time I drop a video, you'll be held inside the loop of debt-free solutions. And no, it's not an LLC or corporation. This is just what I provide for the service of humanity to keep humanity free. Peace, light, and love again. Y'all stay tuned. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all take care. Agents, fuck you.